A caveman frozen for 100,000 years grew up to become a real stunt double in a Brad Pitt action film. The first ever African-American Pink Ranger in franchise history left the spandex behind and started chasing serious drama roles instead. And the actor playing the team's youngest member quietly revealed years later that his character had feelings for his own male co-star, a twist nobody wrote into the script. Power Rangers Dino Charge premiered on Nickelodeon in February 2015, built entirely from footage borrowed from a Japanese show about dinosaur warriors. Here is what happened to the humans wearing the suits. Subscribe now and stay until the end. Brennan Mejia, Tyler Navarro, Red Ranger. Brennan Mejia had nearly quit acting entirely by the end of 2014, just before landing the role that would define his career. He came from a circus background, training in acrobatics at the Great All-American Youth Circus as a kid, and coined his own term for himself, an actorbat. He is red-green colorblind, a strange detail for a man who spent 2 seasons as the Red Ranger. Before Dino Charge, he competed on American Ninja Warrior, making it to the finals in Venice. He married Caitlin Schulte in January 2015, right as the show was taking off, and the two welcomed a son named Ryan in May 2024. Since 2024, Mejia has worked as the stunt coordinator on NCIS, following years as a stunt performer on shows like Westworld and SEAL Team. He also runs his own YouTube channel, where he ranks and reviews Power Rangers seasons for fans. The kid who almost gave up on acting ended up spending his career both in front of the camera and coordinating the danger behind it. Camille Hyde, Shelby Watkins, Pink Ranger. Camille Hyde made history simply by putting on the pink suit. She is the first African-American actress to play a Pink Ranger in the franchise's history, a fact that wasn't heavily marketed at the time, but has become more recognized since. She grew up in Washington, D.C., moved to California at 17 to pursue acting, and studied environmental ecology at Chapman University, where she also became captain of the school's equestrian team. After Dino Charge, Hyde didn't stay in children's television. She built a steady career in teen and young adult drama, landing a series regular role as Alexandra Cabot on the CW's Katie Keene, and later joining the Netflix series All-American Homecoming as Thea Mays. She also appeared in the Emmy-nominated series American Vandal. The waitress who found a pink dinosaur gem went on to become a working dramatic actress on some of streaming's bigger teen shows. Yoshi Sudarso, Koda, Blue Ranger. Yoshi Sudarso played a caveman frozen in ice for 100,000 years, and the role almost didn't happen. Before Dino Charge, he had spent years working as an in-suit performer for Power Rangers Samurai and Megaforce, without ever being cast as the actual face of a character. He was born in Surabaya, Indonesia, and moved to California at age 9 with his family. Long before acting, he trained as a stuntman, working on films like The Maze Runner and Marvel's Agents of S.p.d. After Dino Charge, his career expanded significantly. He had a role in the 2022 David Leitch action film Bullet Train, playing a younger version of Hiroyuki Sanada's character, and he appeared in Netflix's The Brother's Son. He also became the first actor to star in the Indonesian film Buffalo Boys, which was submitted for consideration in the foreign language Oscar category. His younger brother, Peter Adrian Sudarso, followed him into the franchise, becoming the Blue Ranger in Power Rangers Ninja Steel 2 years later. The suit performer who spent years in the background became one of the most internationally working members of his own cast. Michael Tabor, Riley Griffin, Green Ranger. Michael Tabor played Riley as the youngest, most level-headed member of the team, a ranch kid who became an expert swordsman. In December 2020, years after the show ended, Tabor revealed something on social media that had never been written into any official script. He said he had intentionally played Riley as gay, with feelings for his fellow Ranger Chase, a character choice neither Saban nor Hasbro ever confirmed as canon. When Riley returned for a cameo in Power Rangers Beast Morphers, Tabor was preoccupied with other work and only voiced the character rather than appearing on screen, with actor Davies physically playing Riley's body during a body swap storyline instead. It's one of the more unusual behind-the-scenes swaps in Power Rangers history, 2 different actors sharing the same character in the same season. Riley was the quiet strategist of the group. Off-screen, Tabor quietly rewrote part of who that character was, years after anyone was watching. James Davies, Chase Randall, Black Ranger. James Davies auditioned for Power Rangers entirely from New Zealand, which meant he skipped part of the standard audition process that required American candidates to run in person. He became the first actor to play a New Zealand character with an actual Kiwi accent in Power Rangers history. Before Dino Charge, Davies had already danced in the opening ceremony of the 2012 London Olympic Games and performed in the British premiere of the musical Sweet Smell of Success in London. After the show, his acting credits became noticeably more limited. He founded an organization called Healthy Artists, dedicated to supporting performers' mental health and creative development, and he briefly reprised Chase in Power Rangers Beast Morphers in 2020. Public records of major acting work since then remain sparse. The skateboarding, guitar-playing charmer of the group stepped mostly out of the spotlight to help other performers stay in it. Davy Santos, Yvonne, Gold Ranger. Davy Santos joined the show under one of the most tightly guarded secrets in its production. He played Sir Ivan, an 800-year-old knight, and the producers kept his casting hidden from the public until his character's official debut, going as far as having castmates Brennan Mejia and Camille Hyde crop him out of behind-the-scenes photos before his reveal. Santos also ended up playing more than just his own character. During a body swap episode, he portrayed Riley in Riley's own body, while Michael Tabor's character's mind was elsewhere, one of the stranger acting assignments in the franchise's history. Sir Ivan was written as kind, humble, and endlessly loyal, a knight who never once complained about waking up 8 centuries in the future. Playing a secret the whole production had to protect turned out to be fitting practice for an actor entrusted with 2 characters at once. Claire Blackwelder, Kendall Morgan, Purple Ranger. Claire Blackwelder joined Dino Charge partway through the first season, taking over the Purple Ranger role and becoming the team's technical expert, a scientist who ran the Amber Beach Dinosaur Museum and quietly built the Rangers' entire underground headquarters before ever officially becoming one herself. Her character was written as a loner who didn't initially get along with her more easygoing teammates, particularly Shelby, before learning to work as part of the team. Kendall represented one of the more grounded, competence-driven characters in the Dino Charge roster, the one who solved problems with a research lab rather than a sword. Unlike some of her castmates, Blackwelder has kept a relatively private profile since the show ended, without the same volume of public updates that followed some of her co-stars. A team originally built from recycled footage of a Japanese dinosaur show turned into 7 real people whose lives went in almost entirely different directions. A stunt coordinator, a streaming drama regular, an internationally working actor across 2 continents, a quiet on-set retcon of his own character, a mental health advocate, a secret-keeping double performer, and a scientist who stayed out of the spotlight entirely. If you had to guess which Ranger's real story surprised you the most, which one would it be? Tell me in the comments. Subscribe for more then and now stories like this one.